Growing up with a tech lover father, I was always surrounded by new technology devices. My father purchased an early home video camera and a Beta video cassette player in the 1970s. He videotaped us using a heavy video camera, but we all stood still in front of the video camera as if he were taking photos. I know that's funny, but we didn't know what to do in front of the video camera. Soon after, my father's video camera became his golf swing lesson recorder. In the 1980s, my father purchased a very early stage office computer for his company. He was so excited to organize his company's machine parts inventory with a computer. However, the computer was not up to the job because the data storage was a cassette tape. There were so many errors and the computer failed to save the data my father was trying to input. Soon after, the computer became my game programming machine. My mother is a great housewife who made my clothing from cloth and yarn that was recycled from clothing that got too small for me as I grew. I had a fun time watching her she sewed or knitted my wardrobe. I began to design garments and asked her to make them for me. The passion brought me to become a wardrobe stylist for films, and later to become a tesage purse designer and a business owner in New York City. I tried several new marketing tactics to save the tesage's business during the Great Recession. Most of the promotion were time-consuming and not high performance. In 2015, I had an aha moment when I was made a 2-minute story video for crowdfunding. A picture is worth 1,000 words. I think a 1-minute story video is worth 1 billion words. That's why the SnowSugar video is here. SnowSugar video's first idea was to support local artists by helping to promote their artwork or handcrafted products using story video. After we contacted 122 New York City artists and made 100 story videos, we noticed that most of the creators were so busy making their creations that they have no time to make story videos. We contacted 1,032 New York City small and micro businesses that are in the same situation. Then we came up with an idea for a simple template-based story video making app. When we started to pitch our idea to New York City angel investors, we found out the millennial generation has the highest rate of depression and problems communicating with others. One of our co-founders showed me a story video that chronicled years struggling against cyberbullying by Amanda Todd, who struggled with self-cutting and other self-destructive behavior. She made a video by flipping a series of flashcards telling her story without using her voice to narrate. However, sadly, she took her own life a month later. She was only a 10th grade student. Because I had a bullying experience when I was in 6th grade, I felt that I needed to do something to relieve this issue using story videos. Because I worked in the film industry since the 1990s, I know the framework of filmmaking. I used my knowledge to make a simple template-based video app that would make story videos faster. However, finding a great app developer and raising funds was not easy. Most of the investors thought the app was a non-essential thing. I am seeing the rate of suicide hike in Japan and Korea, where there is a lack of available mental care. If young people share the story of how they overcame problems, they can help empower other young people who see their stories. I thought my app could help prevent these suicides. While I was struggling to persuade the investors, I learned about Dr. Rita Sharon's work to relieve patients' pain by listening to their stories. Dr. Sharon called her method narrative medicine. I also found a podcast about the phone of the wind. It tells about a disconnected phone booth that allows Japanese mourners to talk or leave messages for those who died in the 2011 tsunami and earthquake near my hometown. Telling a story made mourners and patients feel relieved. Writing a story helps people organize their thoughts. Reflective writing is one of the writing techniques for self-esteem, like an icon. That is a structured method of self-reflection. It may be that, like reflective writers, the mourners and patients who share stories get to Step 5 esteem, Step 6 self-actualization of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Those thoughts encourage me about what I'm doing these story videos. After I met a few startups who failed after being funded with multi-million dollars from angel investors, I decided to pursue the story video venture in a different way. In January 2020, I started more video channels including YouTube, Facebook Watch, Dailymotion, Periscope TV, and Instagram TV to broadcast story videos to the world. Since the world now faces the COVID-19 pandemic, story videos can have a big role in relieving people's anxiety and stress. The story videos will motivate people to be stronger. I teach DIY story video making courses using your phone to upload to social media. Now I have over 12,000 students creating story videos using their phones. I'm happy to grow the SnowSugar video community. I know that story videos can help us focus on humanity and make it possible to communicate in a new way. Tell your story, inspire the world.